he never goes up there, like ever.
What's happening?
Oh, this is so weird. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll be testing out a wood clumping litter by OKOCAT. This is their super soft version. So we tested out their original formula about a year ago. I remember liking it. It wasn't like anything super amazing, but a lot of you really did like that review, so I thought I would test out their other versions. So their super soft line is supposed to be similar in texture to clay, so it's more soft for the paws. It makes it an easier transition for your cats from clay to a more natural alternative. If you are experiencing issues transitioning your cat from clay to wood litter, you might want to give this a try. Of course, I'm going to review it thoroughly to see if I recommend actually giving this a try, so keep on watching. So I bought this 16.7 pound box on Chewy for $23. You can also get this on Amazon. An 11.2 pound box will cost $14. So all of OKOCAT's wood litter is made of a blend of 3 different types of trees: spruce, pine, and fir. Like the rest of our litter reviews, we'll test this litter out for about a month or until I'm completely through with the box, and I will give you my pros, cons, and final thoughts. So this litter claims that it stops odor before it starts, clumps solid for easy scooping, and is 99% dust free. This litter has no artificial fragrance, no synthetic chemicals, no toxic dyes, and no GMOs. OKOCAT's natural wood litter is made entirely from sustainably sourced, responsibly rescued natural wood fiber. For a 16.7 pound box, it should last 4 months for 1 cat, 3 months for 2 cats. So I'm guessing this litter will last us about 2 months. So it's been almost 2 months since we started using this litter, and it has lasted us a really long time. I did not expect this. Before I jump into the review, I would like to say that this litter is very similar to their original formula, except it tracks more. So with that being said, let's dive right into the pros and cons. Pros. This litter clumps very well. I didn't think this litter would clump as hard as it did. Now, I'm not saying it's like rock hard where there's no breakage. There is a little bit breakage, but given that the material is like really soft, thin, like flakes of wood, I just thought it would kind of just fall apart really easily, but that was not the case. The second pro is odor control is great. I think wood litter does an amazing job at odor control, and I don't know what it is. It like neutralizes ammonia or something, but I can scoop once a day for 3 cats and you won't be able to smell the urine. The only thing you're gonna smell is the poop once it was freshly dropped. Otherwise, if the poop's been in there for a while, it doesn't really smell at all. And the last pro is that this litter lasts really long. So Sven, Robbie, and Louise use this litter like 90% of the time. So like all my other litter reviews, I like to keep our litter that we normally use open, and they honestly go in there about 10% of the time. They don't really use it, so I was shocked that this litter lasted as long as it did. So we're in our 7th week right now, and I think the litter can go another week or 2. So as a reminder, we purchased a 16.7 pound box of litter, and that's lasted us 2 months with 3 cats. So with 1 cat, I want to say you can almost make it last half a year, which it sounds insane, right? So I don't know, if you try this, let me know if it lasts that long for 1 cat. So let's move on to the cons. First thing right off the bat is tracking. It is horrendous. And that is to be expected. This wasn't like new news to me, right? The litter is almost like paper thin. Like if you shredded a piece of paper a million times, it's like super thin, super light. So it's expected that it would track. And I would say the tracking is worse if not even worse than clay. So this is 2 days and the sunlight highlights very well the amount of tracking. So we used the litter for the first week without a litter mat, and it was just insane. It was everywhere. I mean, it tracked upstairs, onto our bed, onto our sofa. Like, this is insane tracking, honestly. And not only did it track, but it stuck onto their paws more, and that's why it's tracking a lot more, because think about it, it's like little micro wood chips, so it's more textured than clay, if that makes sense. So then it like clings onto their fur easier. Like, imagine like Velcro, right? Like, it kind of just hooks onto things, and that's what I kind of imagine is happening with this litter, is that it's just like sticking to their fur. So we also tested it with a litter mat, and yes, it helped for like a day or two, but after a week of like not vacuuming, it is very comparable to what I saw without the litter mat. Then there's litter everywhere. You can't tell with the floor, but I think someone like jumped up here, then jumped onto the table, and the litter box is way over there. Honestly, if you're using this litter and you're not vacuuming every day or every other day, you're gonna see the same results. It's just gonna be litter all over the place. I guess another con, kind of an extension of the tracking con, it's gonna stick to your clothes, especially your socks. So when you're walking around, if you guys are sock people and you walk around your house with sock, it's gonna cling onto it. It might cling onto like your sweatpants or pajamas if you're sitting on like your sofa and there's litter there. And then when you wash it, it's gonna come all out during the drying cycle and collect in your lint thing. And that kind of scares me, because I feel like that might be a fire hazard. I don't know, maybe I'm personally overthinking it, but that was like a huge like red flag for me. And the second and final con is the dust. So this litter is higher in dust than other litters that we've tested. I would say it's similar to clay. Was it as bad as, say, the walnut litter? I don't think it was as bad. It was like slightly less dusty, but sometimes when you're scooping, you do notice like some plumage of dust. So here are my final thoughts. I really enjoyed this litter in terms of the way it's supposed to function, right? It controlled odor, it clumped well, it made it for easy scooping. I think it's a great alternative to clay. I think especially this one is really wallet friendly, because again, a 16.7 pound box of litter lasted us almost 2 months with 3 cats. However, the tracking would pose a big issue if I didn't have like an automatic robot. So if you are not one to vacuum multiple times a week, then this litter might not be for you, because tracking is quite extreme in this case. With that being said, I hope you guys found this review helpful. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in our next video. Bye!